Spider-Man. I love that people are having a collective escapist experience in mass. You know, that's fun. It's fun to be a part of that joy for people.
Do you sneak into the back of the theaters and watch them have fun?
I have. I remember on the first Spider-Man, a bunch of us like took a bus and rode around and went to a couple of theaters and watched for pieces of the film. And yeah, it's fun. It was fun to do that, and it's been fun to do that. And also the experiences I've had with brothers, where they're both substantial, but this in a different way. All of that stuff is certainly satisfying. Yeah.
And does doing the 2 pictures in between prepare you to jump back into the giant machinery of doing a 4th movie?
Yeah, it's great. And
does it change your perspective? Is it different going in, or?
Well, it's always different. I mean, each movie's different. We evolve as people. Right. All of that. At the same time, there are certain dynamics and relationships that have continuity. Sam and myself, Sam Raimi, the director, and we have a certain banter or dynamic that's fun and funny, and I love collaborating with him. So there's some familiarity that I really love, and also I like the new. And okay, how do we press this? How do we make it more exciting, more fun? How do we evolve the character and make it a rich story? And how do I make it interesting for myself to go do something else? So yeah, I appreciate that too. I have fun with those movies. I really do.
Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of the Civil Canadians. I am Scott Devine and I'm here with
Xavier. I am his cousin, and I have been wanting to do this for a very long time, and he finally agreed to it, so here we are.
Yeah, so he's going to be my temporary co-host for now, just for this video. We'll see how he does. So today we're going to be talking about what could have been of Spider-Man 4. We'll give you our opinions on what we think should have been in Spider-Man 4 if they have done Spider-Man 4.
With Tobey Maguire.
With Tobey Maguire. Okay, Xavier, tell the world what you think should have been.
So if they did do that, then maybe they could have done did they do any of the after credit scenes?
They've never did it.
Oh, so maybe they could do, for Spider-Man 3, they could have done an after credit scene, hinting the Vulture or something like that, or hinting the newest villain, if that came out. And then it could have been the Vulture, or maybe, I don't know, Mysterio or something. Maybe Taskmaster?
I don't know if the rights belong to Sony, but in my opinion, Spider-Man 3 should have ended with Venom's appearance. You know the part when Venom came to the church?
Yeah.
Or Spider-Man went to the church to get rid of the symbiote. Then Eddie Brock got the symbiote. Venom should have... He made his introduction there, but he should have ended there. So have the final battle with Sandman somewhere else, and then bring Venom into the very last scene of the movie.
Oh.
You know how it zooms into his mouth?
Yeah.
Have it end there, and that's it.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
And then start off Spider-Man 4 with Spider-Man, swinging through the city, stopping bad guys. They should have done the Shocker.
The Shocker would have been good.
They could have done the Shocker as just like a side villain, like how they do in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, yeah. Wait, the side villain was the Shocker, right?
The Shocker.
Yeah.
So they could have used the Shocker, like a more cartoon version of the Shocker. They could have used Mysterio.
Like from the Spider-Man game, Shocker?
Yeah.
All that.
They had concept art for Mysterio.
And yeah, he's the I can't even say if he's a mage or not. He's a wizard, kind of.
Yeah, he's a special effects artist.
Oh.
So they could have stuck with that, and the Vulture they could have done with the Vulture. You know what they should have done? I think they should have introduced Kraven the Hunter.
What about the Rhino? Oh no, they already did the Rhino on the stoop.
Not in the Tobey Maguire.
Oh, where?
And Andrew Garfield, the horrible Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, so the Rhino maybe could have came like Spider-Man 4, like at the end credit, and then that would just go way too long. But they should have put him like maybe as a side character, kind of like.
Rhino was too big to be a side character. He would have to be brought into the Sinister Six and be one of the main bad guys.
Do you remember like Waterman or whatever his name was?
Hydro Man?
Yeah, Hydro Man. Do you remember him?
Yes.
Maybe they could have brought him. Like maybe Dr. Ock could have came back and then like brought the Sinister Six back.
Well, that's impossible because they killed off Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 2.
Right. Maybe a successor or something that like was a fan of Dr. Octopus.
Well, okay, this is how I would do it. Let's backtrack a little bit. I would start off Spider-Man 4 with the aftermath of the battle with Sandman.
Ooh.
They made Sandman too much of a good guy.
Yeah.
He's not a good guy. I understand they're trying to fix things up, make Flint Marko a great bad guy or good bad guy, but it didn't make sense and it kind of ruined the Sandman character for me. So the big battle should have been at the end of Spider-Man 3. The beginning of Spider-Man 4, he's swinging through the city and all of a sudden he gets hit out of nowhere. A black web shoots him down from the sky. And his spider sense doesn't go off. And he's like, what the hell's going on? I don't know what's going on. What the heck shot me? And then Venom can show up.
Oh wait, tell me again. Why can't Spider-Man sense Venom?
Because Venom, the symbiote, masks all of Spider-Man's senses.
Oh, right.
So it knows how to get around it.
Right.
So when Venom's around, Spider-Man doesn't know.
Okay, I see.
So Venom is one of the rare Spider-Man characters that can hurt Spider-Man and Spider-Man can't see it coming.
Right.
Who else? Yeah, who else can
Well,
get
you
Spider-Man?
say one of the rare, but you
Carnage.
say right.
Carnage is another one. Any of the symbiotes.
Oh. Going a little bit off track here. Did any of you guys like Venom? Write it down in the comments. Okay, back on track.
All right. So now, with other villains, I would dump the Mary Jane love stuff to the side.
Yeah, no, that was too lovely. No, that just ruined. No,
Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire worked for the first two movies. The third one, it was just kind of forced on there.
It was just like here's 24 hours. Do whatever you want with it.
Yeah. No. So I would have brought two main villains. I would have brought Kraven the Hunter.
Ooh, yeah, Kraven. He was a really good villain.
Kraven
They
the
just put him
Hunter.
off to the side.
Kraven the Hunter and Venom for the Spider-Man 4. Originally they had Mysterio, the guy that was the usher in Spider-Man 2.
Aren't they gonna bring like a lady Mysterio into Far From Home?
No, it's a man.
Oh.
Quentin Beck. So yeah, that's his name.
Oh.
So I don't know. It's very tricky now because we had two Amazing Spider-Man movies, Amazing Spider-Man 1, Amazing Spider-Man 2, and no, they're not amazing movies. Just throw that out there. And then we had a good Spider-Man film in Homecoming.
Like this video if you thought Electro was a horrible actor.
Character
And actor because he was
Jimmy Fox was a horrible cast for Electro. Sorry.
No.
So yeah, what are some characters you would have liked to see in Spider-Man 4?
Kraven, maybe they could have brought like Mysterio and then her daughter because that's a thing in the comics. So like maybe Spider-Man accidentally kills Mysterio and then like Mysterio's daughter is like wanting revenge or something. And then takes the mantle of Mysterio.
What other villains?
Kraven would have been really good. Just like Spider-Man swinging around and notices at the last second the freaking neck gun just comes. That'd be pretty cool.
What else?
Venom, if they just like reworked Venom and made him he was more like of a rabid animal than an actual Venom.
Well, okay, let's do this. You can't use any of the characters that have been on screen already.
Okay.
So no Octopus, no Green Goblin, no New Goblin, no Sandman, and no Venom.
Okay. The Vulture, maybe they could have brought back the Sinister Six but without Dr. Octopus, like maybe a new villain or something. And then Vulture would have been good, but Vulture would have been good. And then after that,
What about Scorpion?
oh yeah, I totally forgot about Scorpion.
Scorpion's gonna be in Far From Home, I think.
Okay. and then maybe the Shocker that we talked about before, like maybe as a side villain that happens after. Let's think here. Maybe like I said before, a successor to Mysterio.
So let's just say the main bad guys are the Sinister Six.
Yeah, pretty much. That'd be pretty cool.
So the Sinister Six versus Spider-Man. How do you think that movie would turn out? Who would come victorious? Sinister Six or Spider-Man?
Write in the comments below.
I'm asking you.
Oh. Whoa, that was stupid. I guess the Sinister Six would. Yeah. Well, Spider-Man would come on top because it's Spider-Man, and they don't want to do. They don't want to pull an Infinity War on us.
So, okay, now you mentioned Infinity War. Now, if Sony had the rights to all the Marvel characters, which characters would you want to be in Spider-Man 4 to help Spider-Man out?
Okay. I only want Black Panther because it would just be a laugh fest. Like just how Black Panther doesn't really get like jokes, and just the irony of having Spider-Man and Black Panther fight 6 more people, and I think it would just be a lot of just fun times. It'd be pretty cool.
Well, we got this in Infinity War, Doctor Strange and Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
We got this in the MCU, Spider-Man, Iron Man. I would want the Avengers. I want all the Avengers.
Yeah, all the Avengers. So the original 6 and Spider-Man fighting the Sinister 6, maybe a 7. Like maybe a 7.
Yeah, or maybe we can have a surprise cameo from Carnage.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be pretty cool to see Carnage just show up out of nowhere.
Yeah. Maybe like the whole Venom.
Instead of Spider-Man actually blowing up all of the symbiote in Spider-Man 3, he could have reproduced and
contain them or something.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add before we say good night?
We could have maybe all of them attack him at once, and then he runs off, some like Spider-Man. Like they all attack him at once. He has to retreat because he's gonna die, and then he goes onto the Brooklyn Bridge, and then he just sees all the Avengers just coming there, and then they come back and just kick ass. That came out wrong. Okay, they just kick butt, and that's it.
It's okay. He's doing all right. He's a little nervous, but he's getting there. Anything else you want to add?
Not really.
No, you're pretty satisfied with what you're talking about?
I'm pretty satisfied.
So would you keep Tobey Maguire or would you recast?
I mean, Tobey Maguire was a really good actor, but he's 46, I think. Like around.
So let's just say he's outgrown the role.
Pretty much, yeah. It's sad to say it, but he has.
So now, out of all 3 Spider-Men, who's your favorite?
Who's my favorite?
Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland?
Tom Holland's a pretty good actor, but I love Tobey Maguire way too much.
I like Tobey Maguire too. He was my Spider-Man, my original Spider-Man.
I can't say he was my original Spider-Man because I wasn't born at that time.
You were born when the franchises died.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, there you have it. That's our ideas for Spider-Man 4 if it were to come out. Originally it was supposed to come out, I believe, May 2011. You're pretty satisfied on your picks?
I'm pretty satisfied. I don't think I could add much more to it. It's a pretty nice roster that we have here.
All right. So if you guys like this episode of The Civil Canadians, hit a like, share, subscribe, and check out his channel.
At X Space Plays, and it's the Green Cowboy on the left. Yeah, it should be the Green Cowboy. It should be the 4th thing that pops up. I'm getting way too into this. Let's end the video.
So basically, subscribe to his gaming channel.
Yep.
All right, guys. See you soon. The link to his channel will be down below in the description. Take care. Brush your hair. We'll go watch some Spider-Man. See you later.